Alright, guys, alright. Let's jump into the second story for the day. Biden, Comey, Brennan submitted Flynn unmasking request. Yes, we do know exactly who unmasked Flynn. And can we have a drum roll? Because it's in no way, shape, or form obvious right now. We did not suspect this whatsoever. You know, Comey, who sits there and goes about how he's honourable and all that sort of, jazz. There's no way he was involved in this whatsoever, right? Vice President Biden, who turned around and said he had no recollection of being involved. There's no way he was involved either, right? It's so weird. It's just really weird. Former Vice President Joe Biden and the directors of the three main U.S. intelligence agencies submitted so-called unmasking requests for information about Michael Flynn contained in highly classified intelligence reports, according to documents released on Wednesday. The documents show that the unmasking request was made in Biden's name on January 12th, 2017. Which is weird. Because that was... Okay, I'm not going to play with the screwdriver anymore. Because that was weird, because that was after the election. So, Similar requests were made under the names of James Comey, John Brennan, James Clapper. Good old Clapper, he says that no, they don't sit there and spy on thousands of Americans, and then later admitted that he misunderstood the question. Because I don't know how you possibly get those questions mixed up, but anyway. Former director of the FBI, CIA, and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, respectively. And all should be fired and hung out in the street. Dennis McDowell, who served as chief staffer to President Obama, also submitted a request on the 5th of January 2017, the document shows. So, there's no way this is all coordinated, and weird that they're all doing it around the same time, of course, whatsoever. Senator Chuck Grassley and Ron Johns released the list on Wednesday. Richard Janelle, the acting director of the National Intelligence, declassified the list of names Thursday that proved to the senators this and provided them to the senators this week. Paul Narasco, one of the directors of the National Security Agency, or the NSA, provided the list to Grenell on the 1st of May. It's not clear whether Biden or others who submitted the unmasking request saw the documents related to Flynn. The document released on Wednesday said that the unmasking requests were made under 16 different government officials' names for an unspecified number of intelligence reports. Below is a list of recipients who may have received Lieutenant Flynn's identity in response to a request processed between the 8th of November 2016 and the 31st of January 2017 to unmask his identity that they are generically referred to in an NSA Foreign Intelligence report, the document stated. Whilst the principals are identified below, we cannot confirm they saw the unmasked information. Although they were still interested in finding out who it was in the first place, weren't they? I wonder why. The list includes several high-profile Obama administration officials, including Brennan, Clapper, Biden, but also includes lesser-known officials at Treasury Department, State Department, and a flurry of requests were submitted in mid-December 2016. Republicans have focused on the unmasking issue to try and figure out who was leaked information about the communication that Flynn had in late December 2016 with Sergei Kislyak, I might be mispronouncing, who then served as the Russian ambassador to the US. Is anybody surprised by this? Like, just taking a break for a second, guys. Is anybody, and I'm picking up my screwdriver, is anybody surprised by any of this? The only thing that surprises me about this more than the names on this list is Obama's name not being there. That's the only thing. But then that probably would make sense because he wouldn't want to get his own hands dirty. Anyway, Kreshkov contacted Flynn on December the 28th, 2016, the same day that the Obama administration ordered 35 Russian diplomats to leave the US because of the Russian hacking during the presidential campaign. So I just want to reiterate something, right? So they requested, Dennis submitted a request on the 5th of January 2017. That was about 15 days before Trump took power. These guys, on the 12th of January, which is 8 days before Trump took power. This seems like this is their insurance policy. Remember they said they had an insurance policy to stop Trump from winning? I wonder if this was it. I think it was. Because at the end of the day, the only reason you would want to know that is if you're trying to set up Flynn. And at the end of the day, yeah. What I think has happened is Trump won the election. They collectively lost their you-know-what. So they've gone through, had a brainstorm from November to December to try and find out some way to get Trump out of the White House. Best way to do that is to go after his lieutenants, his right-hand men, so to speak. They found out that Flynn has done this. He's contacted with the Russians and thought maybe we can use this to go through and to get Trump out of office. Maybe we can use this to set up this Russian narrative. But the thing is that Flynn is supposed to be contacting the Russians. He's contacting the Russian envoy, the Russian ambassador. That was his job to do. So, yeah, like this is bad. This is really, really bad for everybody involved. And this actually makes this whole, Trump's always said, and we've always said, that the existing presidential campaign, Obama and all those sort of guys, we've said for a long time that they wanted Trump out of office, that, that he wasn't supposed to win and that they've lost their SHIT for him winning. This disproves Trump right when he says that they were tapping him, when they were wiretapping him, when they were listening to his campaign. Trump was right. They were listening to his campaign. It was Flynn they were listening to. What part of that was a lie? It's just... You literally have the Vice President of the United States on an exit campaign or on an exit presidency tapping the right-hand man of the new president coming into the office. There's no way this seems like it's a political hit job, right? It's just, I'm misreading this, right? Like, really? And the thing that bugs me more about this is the Democrats that will sit there and go on about, about spying, and then people that will sit there and go on about how Bush expanded the Patriot Act, which I have a huge problem with, will also sit there and go on about this. Oh, no, they'll defend this. This is fine. There's no problem with Obama spying on a new politician coming into the White House. There's no problem with Obama sitting there literally spying on their new campaign that's coming in. No, there's no problems with that whatsoever, right? Gotta be joking. This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. You literally have the exiting politicians spying on the new administration. And what are the Democrats doing? Sticking their fingers in their ear and going la-di-la-di-la-di-la. It's all right when we do it, but God forbid if Trump did it, there'll be Trump derangement syndrome all over Twitter right now. So Kuiper submitted an unmasking request on the 28th of December 2016 according to declassified documents. The next request was not submitted until McDonnell, the White House Chief of Staff, did so on the 5th of January. McDonnell did not respond for a request for comment. The Biden campaign also did not respond for a request for comment. Biden has claimed that he had nothing to do with this. Now he's claiming, oh yeah, I did. Sorry, my bad. Days after Flynn's contact with Kislyak, FBI and Justice Department officials began discussing whether Flynn violated the Logan Act, an obscure law that prohibited American citizens from negotiating with foreign governments regarding the US government policies. By the way, the Logan Act has never been used to prosecute. Not in 30-something years or whatever it was. Unmasking describes the process where the high-level US government officials requested to see information regarding the American citizens mentioned in classified transcripts of communications involving foreigners. It's not illegal to make an unmasking request, but the Flynn cases are unique because the mention of him in the classified transcripts was leaked to the media. WikiLeaks leaks things. Oh my God, they're bad. We do it. Oh no, we're fine. We're great. We're terrific. Double standard yet again. David Inglis, a Washington Post columnist, mentioned the call and the possible Logan Act violation in January 12th, 2017. So who else went through? Unmasking attempt was also made on the same day by Biden. So on the same day that Biden went through and made an unmasking attempt on Flynn, the media also found out about it. I wonder, was it McDonald who did it on the 5th and it took a few days to go through? Or was it Biden or his staffers that leaked it? That's what I want to know. Notably, the column was published the same day that Biden submitted the unmasking, which is what I just said. The Justice Department filed a motion to drop the case against Flynn May 7th for making false statements to the FBI regarding his conversation with Kislyak. Flynn pled guilty on December the 1st on the false statement charges after he was lied to by counsel, by the FBI, and they also threatened his staff, mind you. So, that was no way coercion or anything like that. We're going to go after your family unless you plead guilty. Am I going to get any jail time? No, we'll give you a slap on the wrist. Okay, I'll do it. Then he gets into court and the judge literally turns around and says, I am going to prosecute you for treason if you agree to this. And he's like, whoa, hang on a sec. I was told I was going to get a slap on the wrist. Thank God the judge actually said something, because if he didn't, Flynn would be in bars for God knows how long. This is, hey, Flynn, you don't need a lawyer. We're just the FBI. We're just having a general chat. We just want to check some facts. This is an absolute fiasco. This whole situation is a huge political hit job. And if anybody doesn't see that right now, you're partisan. Anybody doesn't sit here and realize the exiting government, the exiting White House officials literally went through and used the unmasking of Flynn to try and get him on the Logan Act so that they could get to Trump. You're deluding yourself. But because the left won't call out their own, they're going to stick their fingers in their ear and go la-di-la-di-la. It's like Tara Reid. Oh my God, Trump said grab him by the you-know-what. Oh my God, that's so bad. Mind you, your politician actually did it. Trump is bad for saying it, but your politician actually did it, allegedly. And the left wonder why people are not interested in them anymore. I grew up thinking that the right were a bunch of Christian God-fearing people who were, stick in the muds, boring, right? And they probably were right up until Trump. The left was supposed to be the ones that were for freedom of speech and everything like that. And since Trump has been in power, we now have Trump, who is pro-freedom of speech, who's trying to push freedoms. And we have the left, which are the ones running around censoring people, like our first story. What happened to the left? When did you become sellouts? And my question to any leftist who stumbles across this video for some weird reason, why are you not infuriated by this? Why are you still supporting this party? What do they got? They don't support your freedoms. They don't support your rights. They want to censor you. They want to push this ideology that is literally cancer. And by the way, the existing left government might have also gone through, allegedly, and let's face it, I've got to say that because, it's not been proven just yet, but allegedly spied on the new campaign that was coming through. But hey, everything's great. Everything's hunky-dory. We got to do anything we can. We just need Biden's corporeal form. Don't die on us, Biden. Come on, Biden, just win. Just don't die on us, man. Come back to us, Biden. Clear. Oh, my... Anyway. And people wonder why I would vote Republican. If I was in the US anyway. Anyway. Guys, let me know your thoughts over in the comment section below. Personally, I'm fed up with the left. I really, really am. No wonder so many people are leaving the left. No wonder you're losing your states. There was just 2 elections. Both of them have gone to Republicans. It's the first time Republicans have flipped a state or whatever it was in 20-something years, I'm hearing. I wonder why. How many places do you need to lose before you might actually realise what you're doing is wrong? We might actually cover that. So there's so many stories today. I might have to leave some of these stories and do a live show on Saturday night, guys. But yeah, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about those 2 states that got flipped. But guys, let me know your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. By the way, yeah, Biden claimed he knew nothing about it. Now he reveals, oh wait, now actually I did. What big friggin' surprise, Joe Biden's a liar. Let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section, guys. And I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.